Greenland Strategic Analysis, 2026, Geopolitics, Resources, Military, Economics, Global Responses. What's really happening? U.S. interest in Greenland U.S. Strategic value. The United States has renewed interest in Greenland largely for these reasons: military and Arctic security. Greenland's location is critical for Arctic defense, early warning systems, and monitoring strategic polar airspace. The U.S. already has a military footprint at Pituffik, Thule, Air Base, used for missile defense and signal monitoring. Rare earths and critical minerals. Greenland hosts some of the largest known deposits of rare earth elements outside China, including in the Kvanefjeld region. These minerals are crucial for high-tech manufacturing, defense systems, electric vehicles, and advanced electronics. Global supply chain considerations. The US and EU see Greenland's resources as strategic in efforts to reduce dependency on China for rare earths, currently the dominant global supplier. Arctic shipping routes. Melting ice increasingly opens Northern Sea and Northwest Passage trade routes. Greenland's position would make it a key gateway to these emerging corridors. This matches the video's point on toll control of trade routes, though still contingent on broader Arctic developments. What is not supported, or highly uncertain: direct offer of $100,000 per Greenlander. There is no verified document or credible reporting confirming an official U.S. government program offering direct cash payouts per Greenlander to buy loyalty, or essentially purchase the island. Multiple sources do not support this specific figure or plan. Greenland is for sale. Both Greenlandic leadership and Denmark have clearly and repeatedly stated Greenland is not for sale and will not accept unilateral U.S. takeover under any circumstances. Immediate large-scale mining. Even though Greenland has heavy mineral deposits, existing infrastructure and extreme environment currently make large-scale mining difficult and years away. Companies are exploring resources, but widespread extraction is not imminent or guaranteed in the short term. Geopolitical repercussions and responses. Denmark and Greenland autonomy. Greenland is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark and is a NATO member via that relationship. Both Greenland's and Denmark's governments firmly oppose U.S. acquisition and emphasize sovereignty and democratic decision-making. Greenland's prime minister and political parties have publicly stated a preference for self-determination and rejected becoming part of the U.S. or losing autonomy. NATO and Allied Unity. There is real concern among NATO members and the EU that any attempt by the US to force control over Greenland would damage the alliance. High-level European officials have warned such actions could fracture NATO if not handled cooperatively. Russia and China in the Arctic. Both Russia and China have strategic interests in the Arctic. China's Polar Silk Road aims at scientific, commercial, and potentially military influence in the high north. Russia maintains significant military and maritime presence in Arctic zones. This reinforces why multiple global powers see Arctic influence as important, but it doesn't mean Greenland will automatically align with any one of them. Resource economics and mining potential. Rare earth elements and minerals. Greenland's known rare earth and critical mineral deposits include rare earth oxides, uranium zinc. These elements are key to EV motors, wind turbines, military electronics, high-strength magnets. But extraction is technically and economically challenging due to remoteness, infrastructure gaps, and environmental considerations. Long-term economic interest exists, but simply controlling the territory does not instantly translate into usable supply. Significant investment and time would still be required. Strategic overview. What's likely? What's looming? Cooperation and investment. The most plausible scenario is not outright acquisition, but strategic partnerships and coordinated investment. US, EU, and Greenland could work together on development projects that respect sovereignty. Mining companies are already discussing investment deals under Greenlandic regulation. Political tension rhetoric about acquisition or unilateral action increases diplomatic friction between U.S. and Europe NATO allies Indigenous Greenlandic leadership, but actual military takeover remains unlikely due to legal, political, and alliance constraints. Arctic security is a priority. All major powers agree the Arctic will be increasingly important due to climate change and melting ice, new shipping routes, strategic defense positioning. This ensures Greenland will remain a high-level policy focus between now and 2030. Key takeaways: validated strategic motivators, Arctic security and defense positioning, rare earth and critical mineral interest, NATO and allied security concerns, Russian and Chinese Arctic presence, unsubstantiated or speculative elements, direct cash payments to buy Greenlander loyalty, immediate mining boom, Greenland being quietly annexed, insights for long-term planning 2026 to 2030 for robotics, AI, and resource planning. Expect Arctic resource exploration programs to grow. Invest in logistics and automation technologies for harsh environments. Monitor geopolitical shifts around NATO, Arctic Council, and China-Russia Arctic policies. Consider ethical frameworks for development that respect indigenous governance and environmental standards. Global Robotics Corporation.